Welcome to the fifth dimension. I'm Cerise, and today we're going to talk about emotions and how they are like apps. On this channel, we talk about the fifth dimension. We talk about living at a higher level of life and not just being in a realm of being in a lower consciousness, but building yourself up from the lower consciousness to the higher consciousness. So sometimes I find that it's easy to compare the higher consciousness with things that we are connected to today. Like, for instance, emotions being like apps. You see, the reason why I say emotions are like apps on your phone or on your tablet and computer is because some you use every single day. Others only stay in specific situations. Like, you don't use anger every single day. You only use it when you need it. But they're all part of your experience, each one designed to serve a unique purpose, to help you process, respond, and connect with the world around you. Think about the apps you open daily, your messages, your camera, your email. They're always just a tap away, right? Constantly running in the background or waiting for your attention. In the same way, there are emotions you feel regularly: happiness, frustration, excitement, boredom, affection. These are all your everyday apps, emotions you're familiar with. You recognize them. You know what to expect from them. You interact with them so often you might not even think twice about how they function. These daily emotions help you navigate your social world, complete your tasks, and interpret your environment. They guide how you speak, how you respond, and even how you carry yourself. Like default apps that come pre-installed, they're always with you, part of your emotional operating system. Then there are apps you don't use all the time. Your airline app when you're traveling, your flashlight in the dark, or even a meditation app when you're feeling anxious. These are like emotions that don't appear every day, but rise to the surface in specific situations. Think this: grief after loss. Think shame after a mistake. Or awe when standing before something truly magnificent. You don't use them often, but when the moment arrives, they appear without hesitation, ready to guide you, challenge you, and even heal you. These emotions, like specialty apps, may feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. But that doesn't make them unnecessary. In fact, they may be the very tools you need to grow, to face yourself honestly, or to find your deepest strength. And what about those apps that are always running in the background? You don't open them, but they're there, syncing data, tracking steps, preserving battery life. These are like your subconscious emotions, the subtle ones, the ones you don't always notice, but the ones that do affect your mood, your focus, your energy. Maybe there's old hurt running in the background. Maybe forgotten joy that's still warming your heart. These emotions might not be front and center, but they're influencing your inner experience all the same. Just like too many background apps can drain your phone's battery, unacknowledged emotions can quietly deplete your emotional energy. You got it. That's why awareness matters. The more you check in with what's running underneath the surface, the more intentional and balanced you become. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes your apps don't work. They crash. They freeze. They need an update. And so do your emotions. You might get stuck in anger that no longer serves you, or sadness that's looping on repeat. Just like you wouldn't ignore a glitching app, it's important not to ignore emotional overload or dysfunction. You pause, you investigate, you restart, or maybe you reach out for help. You don't delete emotions, they exist for a reason, but you can update how you relate to them. Just like when your app is staggering and you have to go onto the App Store to update the app in order for it to work properly. That's what you have to do to yourself. You can learn new tools, explore mindfulness, seek therapy, or simply take time to understand what a particular emotion is trying to tell you. That's emotional maintenance. Just like digital hygiene or emotional health needs attention. When you manage your apps wisely, your phone runs smoother. When you manage your emotions wisely, you got it, you move through life with more clarity, resilience, and peace. Every emotion, even the difficult ones, is part of your design. You don't have to be afraid of them. You just need to learn how to use them. When to open them, when to pause, and when to what? Update them. Now, some emotions teach, some protect, some simply let you feel. And just like every app serves a different function, every emotion holds a different message. So take a moment today and check your emotional apps. Check your inner wiring. What's running right now? What needs your attention? What's draining you? And what's helping you thrive? Because at the end of the day, emotions aren't something to control or suppress. There's something to navigate, like tools on your phone, part of your built-in intelligence for living a rich, connected life. A lot of people don't realize that. And they start to say, I'm not going to get angry any longer, instead of saying, well, maybe I'm just not going to overheat. They say, I'm not going to show love any longer. Well, maybe they just need to close the app for a little while and let it run in the background. Showing love is a beautiful thing. But when you show too much love in the foreground to people who don't deserve it, people who don't appreciate it, or people who don't even recognize it, may drain you as well. So maybe you just need to have time to put the app in the background when it comes to anything at all that seems to be draining you. Always say to yourself, why do I have this app open? Why do I have this emotion right now? Is it serving me and my purpose at this moment? And if it's not, then close it. Especially if it's an app or an emotion that drains you down. Anger does that quite often, and sometimes it's always running in the background, and sometimes we don't let it go because there's something that just triggers us. Listen, I'm not saying to take that emotion out of you, because there are some responses when we use anger that actually helps us. We let people know what our boundaries are. We let people know that they are getting a little too close for our comfort. And sometimes we do need that personal space. But what I am saying is, again, if that app is running too much and it's draining you, turn it off for now. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Cerise, and this is The Fifth Dimension. If you have any suggestions for turning emotions down and turning emotions off, but not really deleting them, but just knowing when to use them to serve the proper purpose, put your comments down below. Please do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe, support my channel, and hit that thumbs up button so I know that you enjoyed your time here with me. I appreciate you. Huge hugs, loads of love, big blessings. Let's all vibrate in Dimension 5, the level of love, the level of peace and harmony, the level of intuition, and the level of finding our uniqueness. Have yourself an amazing day. Be good to yourself out there. Remember, tomorrow's not promised, so make the best of today.